Hey, I'm Joe Galan, and that's Charlie DeSturco, and we're part of the Touchdown Show on the Action Network. Every Sunday, we're going to talk about Dolphins Chiefs. That's going to be played in Germany. Sunday morning, we've got two of the premier offenses in the NFL. It's the highest total of the week at 51, and we've got two MVP candidates in both Tua Tagovailoa and Patrick Mahomes. Now, Charlie, who do you like for a touchdown scorer in this game?
Yeah, I think, you've heard this name plenty of times on our show in the past, but it's Rashee Rice at plus 235 right now. Anything with a 2 in front of it is kind of okay by me. This is the wide receiver 1 in the Chiefs offense. He's slowly been taking over the snap count, like share of every single receiver in this Chiefs room. Obviously, you never know with the explosiveness of other receivers, but there's one thing that Rice is consistent with, and that's targets inside of the 10-yard line.
Yep.
I don't know if you would be shocked or surprised to even know that he actually has 5 targets inside the 10. Travis Kelce has 6. So when you're like looking at guys, like you always assume, oh, Travis Kelce's the guy. Travis Kelce's the guy. No, Rashee Rice is right there behind him. He's become one of the reliable targets for Mahomes. So in a high scoring game, in a game where Miami, they're 23rd in DVOA against wide receiver ones, obviously Ramsey's back, Xavier Howard likely to return too, but I like in a short yardage game for them to get to Rice and use him in the end zone. So anything above 2 with a wide receiver 1 in the Chiefs offense, I got to take.
Yeah, Rice is really interesting because, again, as a rookie, he's still emerging in this offense, but you're slowly seeing him become a bigger factor each week. And it should be interesting to see how he matchups with Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard. For myself, Charlie, I'm going to look at Jalen Waddle. He's around plus 160. Now, again, not as good of odds as Rashee Rice, but again, he is scoring touchdowns in 3 of the last 4 games. I think obviously everybody's going to be looking at Tyreek Hill in this revenge game narrative. Don't think the Chiefs don't know that either. They're going to probably be pretty focused on trying to stop him, which is, again, easier said than done. But Waddle is he's second on the team in red zone targets, still a very effective wide receiver. They move him all around. So I think he could be able to score against this Chiefs defense. Now, from a long shot perspective, I do like McCole Hardman at plus 650. Now, again, his value is at an all-time low. He had some really costly turnovers last week, but he's had some great seasons with the Chiefs. We've seen him score rushing touchdowns, receiving touchdowns, punt returns. They use him all over the field. And when you look at these Chief touchdown options, like Travis Kelce or Isaiah Pacheco, all of them are so steamed that I'd rather just take a flyer on McCole Hardman than like Kadarius Toney or Marquise Valdes-Scantling. So that's where I would go from a long shot perspective. Charlie, why don't you take us home? Who would you like for a long shot in this game?
Yeah, you mentioned Travis Kelce, and I don't have to tell you more about how dominant he is as a red zone target for Mahomes. But if you want to wake up in the morning a little, you're still getting to your senses together, you want to wake up quickly, a Travis Kelce first touchdown at plus 650. Or if you want to get a little bit safer, first Chiefs touchdown right around that 3-1 mark. That's where I would look for Kelce. It's a little bit of a long shot. Obviously, you don't want to play his minus 120 all the time because of the juice, but this is a great matchup and quite frankly, a smash matchup for Kelce. The Dolphins are 28th in DVOA against the tight end position. And obviously with their cornerbacks coming healthy, that really only affects the guys on the outside, not so much Travis on the inside. We've seen the Dolphins struggle to guard the New England tight ends. And there have been plenty of tight ends that have ripped open that defense in the middle of the field. And Travis Kelce is the real wide receiver 1 in this offense. And first in the Chiefs with red zone targets at 12. And obviously I mentioned earlier, Rashee Rice gets a lot of inside the 10, but Kelce is the leader in this Chiefs offense. And if you think that they're going to want to use him early and often, especially after a down game and a loss last week against Denver, you'd be right. So I think that looking at any of those 2 touchdowns, 450, first touchdown, 650, or about 3-1 with the Chiefs first touchdown scorer is where I would look. I think it's a smash matchup for him.
Yeah, definitely. And Travis Kelce is the top option on KC. So for first touchdown or first Chiefs touchdown, that's a solid option for a long shot. You also like Rashee Rice as an anytime touchdown scorer. I like Jalen Waddle as an anytime touchdown scorer, and my long shot will be McCole Hardman at plus 650. So this game is going to be early Sunday in Germany, and Charlie and I will be back on Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern as part of the Action Network Power Hour for the Touchdown Show. And we're going to go through the entire Week 9 slate and pick our touchdown scores. Check you on Sunday. Bon chance.